Tomball ISD Board of Trustees in the month of December. Good evening. For the record, a quorum of the board is present. Tonight, the meeting will be recorded in accordance with Government Code Section 551.128. And we will begin this evening with a public comment. We now will proceed with the public comment portion of the meeting. I do have something that I need to read beforehand. We have one person signed up, Ms. Leslie Johnson. Leslie, there you are. Okay, so you can start making your way up to the podium as I read this public comment notice. The board encourages comments about the district from members of the public. However, speakers are required to conduct themselves with proper respect and decorum in addressing the Board of Trustees and all conduct during the board meeting. Individuals who do not conduct themselves in an orderly and appropriate manner will receive a verbal warning and may be asked to leave the meeting. The board asks that each participant's comments pertain to the agenda item identified on the public comment form and be no longer than 3 minutes. Speakers who are addressing more than one agenda item may have an additional minute. For any member of the public who is accompanied by a translator, your time will be doubled as required by law. We will utilize an electronic timer visible on the right side of the speaker's podium. The first 1 minute will be displayed in green. An audible tone will sound when the speaker has 1 minute remaining, and the display will change to yellow. Another tone will sound when 10 seconds remain, and the display will change to red. At the end of the 3 minutes, an audible tone will sound to end the session. Remember, the board may not discuss or act upon any issues that are not posted on the agenda. In addition, the board has adopted policies to provide prompt and equitable resolution of complaints and concerns for employees, students, or their parents, and the general public. Copies of the district policy and procedures on public comment and filing complaints are available on the district's website. Thank you for your concern regarding our school district, and we will hear from you now. Leslie, as soon as you start talking, I will start the timer.
Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Z, members of the board and cabinet. I'd like to take a moment to recognize 3 outgoing trustees whose dedication and service have made a lasting impact on our schools and students. As a graduate of THS and a current parent of students in TISC, your commitment to fostering a strong, inclusive, and thriving educational environment has been invaluable, and your leadership will not be forgotten. To Trustee Shield and Trustee McLeod, thank you for your years of hard work and thoughtful contributions. You have shown unwavering passion for our schools and have been steadfast advocates for students, families, and educators alike. And to Trustee Unser, while your tenure concludes under challenging circumstances, I wanted to express my deepest gratitude for your integrity and perseverance in the face of adversity. Elections can sometimes overshadow the hard work and heart behind the role, but the 6 years of service has been a testament to your character and commitment to this community. Your recent campaign was a testament to your values and passion for education. While the outcome may not have been as we hoped, your efforts and vision will continue to inspire those who had the privilege of working alongside you. Thank you for your integrity and unwavering belief in the power of education. Your contributions have made a difference and will be remembered. In closing, I emailed you all earlier today more well wishes for all 3 trustees from the community that were gathered for those who could not be here. One recognition that should be noted as well is to thank your families for their time, sacrifices, and support as well. I hope I was able to give a quick snapshot of the gratitude many in our district have for all you have accomplished for Tomball ISD and wish you the very best in the next chapter of your journeys. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Appreciate that. That will conclude the public comment portion on agenda items. At this time, the Fine Arts Department, represented by the Tomball High School Saxophone Choir, has a presentation for us. So, thank you all very much. That was fantastic. Thank y'all so much. Yes, that was great. Remind us, Christmas is right around the corner. As we get going, I do want to mention that appreciate seeing everybody here. We know tonight is special. We have some board members that are rolling off, and we have some new board members that will be sworn in. So appreciate seeing the community members here, family here, former trustees here. So that's great. Members of the law enforcement, I think I saw Bruce back there representing the chamber. So there he is right there. So, all right, well, with that being said, we are now going to move on to the recognition of our departing trustees. So I will begin tonight with trustee to my left, Mr. Justin Unser.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. What an outgoing. I appreciate you bringing in the saxophone choir for this evening, just for me. I'm sure there's no other reason for that, but I wrote some words down here. I'm going to say a few things. Mine's only one page. Looks like Lee's got multiple pages here, so I'm going to do the best I can here, but I'll just go ahead and get started, and I'm just going to read what I wrote. Took some time today and kind of finish these thoughts here. So today I'm filled with immense gratitude and a deep sense of appreciation. Serving on this board has been a very rewarding experience, and it's all thanks to the incredible support and guidance I've received from so many people, many of whom are in this room this evening. First and foremost, I want to thank my family, especially my wife Avery, for your support and patience as I spent many hours and long nights away from home fulfilling the duties of an elected official. There's no such thing as free time in life, and whatever's spent away from home means a sacrifice is being made somewhere else, and that's just a reality. I want to thank my fellow board members and our superintendent. Your dedication, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to our students have been truly inspiring, and I really appreciate that, and to Matt Shield out here in the audience as well. I've learned so much from each of you, whether it was through our spirited discussions, collaborative problem solving, or simply just observing your passion for education. You've all played a significant role in shaping my understanding of what it means to serve our community, and I thank you for that. To the teachers and staff, your hard work and dedication, our students' success, are the backbone of our educational system. Your tireless efforts do not go unnoticed, and I am continually amazed by your ability to inspire and nurture the young minds of our community. I've said previously that the magic of education happens in the classroom, and it is the teachers performing that magic every single day. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to excellence, and please never stop doing what you do. To the parents and guardians, your support and involvement are crucial to the success of our schools. Your trust and collaboration have been invaluable, and I am grateful for the opportunity to have represented you in creating a positive and enriching environment for our children. And to the students, you are the heart and soul of our community. Your curiosity, enthusiasm, and resilience are what drives us to do better every single day. And it has been an honor to serve you, and I am confident that you will continue to achieve many, many great things during your time in Tomball and during your life. As I step down from my role on the school board, I carry with me the lessons and experiences that have shaped me. I strongly believe education is the foundation of our future, and it is through our collective efforts that we can build a brighter tomorrow for our community. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to have been a part of this journey, and I look forward to seeing the continued growth and success of our schools. Thank you for all of your support, your guidance, and your unwavering commitment to education. Together, we've made a difference, and together, we will continue to build a better future. I will not be saying goodbye, but only farewell for now, and perhaps our paths will cross again soon. And I'll leave you with this. And I speak here to my fellow board members and the new coming board members. Keep the focus on the students. There are 23,000 of them here now and more on the way. These are children, each unique, beautiful, and brilliant in their own way. They come here for an education, but leave with a lifetime of experiences that will largely shape their future lives and those around them. Work to make the experience an enjoyable one, and one that fits who they are and where they want to go in life. For Tomball students to lead in the future, you only need to give them the tools and then get out of the way. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin.
Hey, John?
Yeah.
I had some words for Justin, if we want to go in that sequence, or defer to Lee and then go.
Sure, if you want to say something.
Hey, Justin, I wrote you a letter, and wanted to just start with, the 6 degrees of separation with Kevin Bacon. You remind me of how interconnected we are in Tomball, Texas, and our connection via the Tomball Chamber, and where you met Bruce Hillegeist totally exemplifies this concept of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. And Justin, your devotion to Avery and those 2 beautiful daughters is tremendous, and you are a good man, a great father. Your story is truly impressive to me. You started at Exxon, pumping gas at age 18. You worked your way up through numerous roles, balancing work and college. You've risen through the ranks due to your curiosity and your hard work. Since moving to Tomball ISD in 2015, you've been an invaluable community member. You started off as a principal partner and stepped into leadership Tomball and watchdogs, and you really laid the groundwork for your role as a Tomball ISD school board member, and you assumed that role here in June of 2019. Your professional experience has greatly benefited the board as well as me personally. You focused on student outcomes, as you just said, financial health. You're a data-driven guy, and we've benefited from that as a result. And your strong advocacy for not only what we're doing in growing our ceiling for students, but what you advocated for in security. It's a real standout to me. You were the first to lead the conversation in how do we establish one-to-one relationships on our campus with our SROs, and we have a fantastic engagement with Mark Herman and team as a result. You know, your qualities of social empathy and fiscal conservatism have made you that positive role model for so many. Your 10-year achievements, I'm just going to name a few. We probably have a wheelbarrow full of plaques and accolades somewhere. The HEB Excellence in Education Award, the TASB Outstanding School Board. You lead with a contribution to Vision 2030. You were part of Bond 2020 or 2021, excuse me. Student growth, new campus openings, and so much more. I appreciate your meeting preparations and your approach of asking questions and listening intently, one of your strongest traits. While you may take a break to enjoy national parks and other pursuits, your impact on Tomball ISD will be lasting. Thank you for your years of service. I appreciate you, and all the best. You bet.
All right, since Michael opened the doors, anybody else want to say anything at this time? No? Tina, you're coming in.
It's just been a privilege to get to know you, Justin, and your family, and your contribution to TISD, and it will be missed, but I know that you will still stay involved, and you will still give your voice and participate with the board as a parent and as a community member, and it's greatly appreciated.
I'll be quick. Justin, you've become a great friend, but the thing that I admire most is your dedication to the students of the district and to public education, your advocacy, and we wish you well on your next journey.
Lee, do you want to say anything at this time? Or are you going to save them?
I've got some comments for Justin as
Okay.
a part of my comments.
Okay, okay. Well, Justin, all I can add is I appreciate your friendship, and that won't change going forward, but I have enjoyed working with you on the board from those days when we drove around the district early on, looking at the different property, including the West Complex that didn't have anything going on in it at that time. But I think you know I've enjoyed serving with you and discussing many different items and getting your insight. So thank you for your service to Tomball ISD. Okay. All right, this time we will move on. Mr. McLeod, floor is yours.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much. I want to start by acknowledging so many dear people in the crowd tonight. My mom and dad are here. They were school board trustees in Round Rock in the late 70s and in the early 90s. My dad was in the 70s, mom in the 90s. And I come from a family that believes in serving the public schools. Their parents were school board trustees in Roscoe, Texas, and in Sweetwater, Texas. And so then it was Round Rock, and now it's Tomball. And Anna, my daughter who's here, just know that your days are coming. I want to start with two illustrations. My office is just south of Klein High School, not far from the judge's office. And I often will go across the street from my office to a Shell station. You familiar with the Shell station? And grab a really old hot dog and go to the pond that's part on the edge of Meyer Park, right off Cypress Wood. I don't know if you're familiar with that part of Harris County, but I go there to sit for a moment and I watch creepy crawly things kind of in the middle of the day every now and again to take a breath and say a prayer and figure some things out. And today I went there knowing this was my last day as a trustee, and I found the 25-year-old weeping willow that I've loved sitting under for the last many years cut down and laying in the retention pond, and its long branches no longer providing me shade. All three of the trunks just stood there. Now, 4 or 5 months ago, I had dinner with my daughter Anna and my daughter Kate and my bride Jenny, and I asked them their thoughts on running for school board again. And they, well, Kate in particular, said, "Dad, the school board was really good without you, and it's going to be fine without you." And so this old soul, my daughter Kate, provided some really great insight. Like the weeping willow that stood for some time until someone said it didn't need to stand, and like all of the men and women that are framed on this wall over here, trustees most of us never knew. Those monochrome photos are a great reminder of life's reality. That our splash, our limits, our finitude, our brevity, it is the way things are. There are seasons, there are beginnings, and there are endings. And that's not a terrible thing. Have you ever noticed how when you look back on time, it really is 2020? Hindsight is 2020. Like, I feel like I'm the best trustee I've ever been right now, and I'm done. And that's the way it is. I've learned more than I could have ever imagined as a trustee. These trustees, this cabinet, unbelievable people to serve alongside. And so here at the end of this nearly 8-year run, I just wanted to acknowledge 4 different groups of folks. Bear with me. This is my last time to be long-winded in front of you, so bear with me. First, my wife, Jenny Rebecca Middlebrook McLeod, born and raised in Tomball. Her parents here tonight, my in-laws. They love this community. She's my bride of 32 years. She's the best thing that I have going, this woman, Jenny Rebecca Middlebrook McLeod. And it's not uncommon that after I talk to her about school board, I'll say, "Why weren't you a school board trustee? You would have been so good as a trustee." Her tact, her insight, her helpfulness, she's joy-filled. Thank you for being my cheerleader all of these years. Second, administration, mostly in that corner of the room, as they are most nights when we gather on Monday night. Never underestimate the power of your role to change one kid's life. You might be the biggest cheerleader a kid has. I had a Coach Garner. And when I look at you, I'm thinking of Coach Garner. I'm thinking of Principal Veach, Principal Regner, Principal Russell. These are all of my leaders when I was a student. But I look at you, and you are changing lives. And I just hope you never forget it. I know it's exhausting, but you're changing the world, and it could be one life that you change. Thank you. Cabinet. And I'm going to kind of go slow here because we've spent more time with cabinet and trustees than anybody else. So bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. Dr. Webb, I was made a better trustee by your insight, your humility, your compassion. I want to be a sailor on the boats that you're captaining. And I mean that. He's a sailor, by the way. Sails big boats. Amy, your discipline, your commitment, your wonderful pragmatism. It has been so good for me as a trustee. Thank you. Stephen, your humor, your desire to be helpful, your thoroughness in wanting to explain things, supremely helpful to me as a trustee. I'm going to go around. I'm going to come to you last, Martha. Zach, you will not miss my bleeding heart and wanting to spend every dollar the district has. Thank you for your conservatism. Thank you for letting me learn. Where's Jim? Is Jim in the room? Jim, who was the CFO my first 6 years. Both of you, tolerating all my questions, allowing me to grow and understand, and I feel like I finally understand the complexities of funding education. And I'm done. Great Scott. Holly, it's only been the last couple of years, but your principled counsel, your knowledge of education law, your navigation of difficult matters has been a supreme help to me as a trustee. Janice, I knew you and your family before I knew anyone else up here. Janice's family and the Middlebrooks go way back, my in-laws. Janice's family and the Middlebrooks. And so, Janice, you babysat my wife. No? Okay. That doesn't date you. Sorry. It doesn't date you. But Janice was a teenager when my wife was young too. Okay. So, Linda, Janice, the supportive friendship, the behind-the-scenes strength, the consistent help to me as a trustee, I'm super grateful. And Linda, another comrade in arms, her sincerity, Linda, your listening ear, your consistent affirmation, a tremendous encouragement to me. By the way, if everyone had a Janice and a Linda in their corner, the world would be at peace. I'm telling you, they are wonderful ladies. Thank you for that. Martha, where do I begin? Your love of kids, I mean, to the core. I've seen you get misty-eyed many times over our kids and what they do. Your vision for delivering an exceptional education. Your deep affection for family. I love talking to you about your parents, your mom. I love talking about your brother. Your deep, deep commitment to community. You drove me to offer my very best as a trustee. You drove me. You consistently offered your very best. Thank you for inspiring me all of these years. I still believe the best days are yet to come in Tomball. Now, finally, to my fellow board members, when I shared with the board my decision not to run for re-election, I shared that what I'd miss most was my time with these trustees, these 6. And I laughed at the idea of running an election campaign because I needed friends. But I actually thought about it. Hey, there are worse reasons to run for public office, and lots of them are used. So, did a guy need some friends? Not a bad one. But I've got a bunch of friends here tonight, and I'm so grateful for that. College friends. I got some buddies from college here tonight. Let me start with Mark. Mark, you framed for me the question, are we doing what's best for kids? You consistently ask that question. Thank you. That undergirded so many of my decisions because you framed that question and consistently asked it. Your consistently brief comments at the dais do not adequately demonstrate the well of wisdom that you are. You are kind, you're diligent, you are measured, you are practical, and I am so grateful for you. Tina, you helped me be more servant-minded. You are on the campuses. You deeply love people. Your sensitivity to parents and commitment to educators, down-to-earth approach, your faith-filled convictions, they have inspired me and helped me so much. Thank you for that. Michael, I don't know where to start with Michael. He's like my chum. He's my neighbor. You'll have to tolerate some brother love up here, okay? He tapped my interest in serving in the public space. He asked me if I'd consider it. He's curious. He's assertive. He's a dreamer, willing to think outside the box. He's a tinkerer. He spent 4 hours with me trying to fix a carburetor on a little machine in my garage, not just a month ago, 2 months back, sweating together. He's a home project helper. He's a proud patriot and a Marine, fellow high school and college sports junkie. He's a road tripper. If y'all can think of a job that allows you to have your arm out the window, driving around, just looking at the world, call Michael Pratt. We both have interest in that kind of job. That's the truth. Perceptive of people. Willing to talk until we get to the good stuff. Always. I'm still your neighbor, and I still need you to drive me places, so please don't forget. He's always driving. John, like Mark and Matt, you are a proud native son, champion of local governance, protector of community standards, advocate for kids. You're good on your feet. You are politically astute. You're gregarious, and you're very thoughtful. You've been a great mentor for me as a trustee. You've helped me learn how to stay in the rails. My first month on the board, I just showed up at a campus and it was like, what's going on? You don't just show up at a campus. You gotta talk to somebody. I mean, there's that kind of stuff that was super helpful because when you become a trustee, it's a kind of a different role. You're not just a parent anymore. You got to wear a different hat. Matt. No, wait, you're not up here, Matt. Justin, I loved watching you, as Michael iterated, watching you as a dad. You're a great dad. Economically minded. You summarize big ideas better than anyone else up here. And I mean that. You have a way of kind of hearing it all and then making great summaries that I learned from. You're level-headed. You're eager to learn. You have more to offer this district. And so I look forward to whatever that is next as your kids grow up. We need to grab a beer soon, don't we? Yep. Okay. Matt. Where's Matt Shield? Is he in the room? Matt. Matt was my first nemesis on the school board. We ran against each other, and I learned the phrase, all that good fun stuff, from Matt Shield. As Dr. Pratt and John mentioned in last month's commentary about Matt Shield, he sacrificed to serve in this community. He literally took a pay cut to serve as a trustee in the community that he loves. You've inspired me. Your get-her-done attitude is infectious. Like, just get it done. It was always Matt who was like, can we stop talking about this and just make a decision? Super helpful for me as one who clearly has the gift of gab. Your passion for all things ag, your commitment to thinking generationally really, really helped me as a trustee. And Kathy Handler. Kathy's here. She stepped down 2 years ago. There's Kathy. Kathy was the lone female voice. With 7 trustees, she was the lone female voice my first 6 years. She stepped down 2 years ago, but always brought conviction and resolve and clear-headedness that sometimes a bunch of us guys just didn't have. We were lacking. There was a fogginess in the room, and sometimes Kathy just brought clarity. She helped me see issues more clearly. She was a dear friend in the process of serving as a trustee. I can say that of everyone, but I really appreciated Kathy because I just got it. I got it with her. So thank you for that. To all, I'm honored to call you friends. And now to the newly elected trustees, Amanda, Jennifer, and Coco. Back where I started, I want you to think of a willow tree that gets cut down. There's 3 stumps left. And think of these photos of board members, these monochrome photos that are on the wall, days gone by. The good book says, teach us to number our days so we can gain a heart of wisdom. The clock is ticking. The axe is always sharp. Time is of the essence, and you have good work ahead of you. So get after it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Michael, do you want me to start with you again, buddy?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So you're gonna need to bear with me as well. This is our 8 years of coming to a close here. So I wrote you a letter as well, and one of the things I want to do is recognize your mom and dad, and certainly your in-laws, and you've already done that. So proud that they're here, and great to hear about the legacy of the McLeod family. So, Lee, my heartfelt congratulations to you. Your remarkable achievements, your dedication, your unwavering commitment to this community is so noticed, and so thank you. Here's what I know about you after many miles and hours of spending time with you in this arena where, we please some, and we sure please, and we don't please a whole bunch too. So, while we have been in this arena, your deep sense of faith and love for your family, especially your devotion to Jenny and those 4 girls. Your parents have clearly instilled in you the values of servant leadership, which you exemplify. I see you doing this the same for your daughters, and I think that's amazing. I have learned from you along this journey as well, whether it's through your passion through endurance sports, literary classics, the great outdoors, high school sports, your enthusiasm is palpable. You care greatly, and it is genuine. It's contagious, and honestly, it is carried forward by everyone that meets you. You know, you've done some remarkable personal accomplishments. You know, first graduating those 4 daughters I think this is an amazing accomplishment. They're all awesome, but just the fact that managing 3 triplets is an amazing accomplishment as well. I would add that your heroic actions during the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, where you utilized your 16-foot-long evergreen prospector canoe to rescue people. If you know anything about Lee, he loves his canoe.
That was with Michael Pratt.
Well.
We were in tandem. That was a lot of fun.
It speaks volume about your character and your empathy. The selflessness you displayed. Lee donated his kidney during the time that he was on this board. I was a high school friend. Yeah, pretty amazing. So Lee, you're resilient and overcoming so much. While you don't like to be hurried, we see you hustle. We see you hustle when you need to, helping your clients. And we know you can go faster when any food is served with Mexican mole.
Hey, that's right.
And so as a dedicated leadership Tomball graduate, a business owner, you've consistently advocated for financial transparency. You've maximized and will continue to maximize our participation in UIL activities as well. And your efforts have made a significant impact, particularly establishing the Tomball ISD water polo program.
Let's go.
Did we hear a clap for that? So you've shown an understanding of being an important functioning, the importance of a functioning school board, and that's added value to our district and ensures that the public's investment has paid off and continues to pay off. You've added value, and you can be assured that every student you've clapped for at graduation and shaken their hand with that firm grip, that look in the eye, that smile, and the words that say, "I'm proud of you." Powerful, yeah. So that feels pretty darn good. And as you depart us and head out of this arena into the real world, know that every child that you've had some part and parcel into their support here in Tomball, you've had an impact. So great job.
Thank you.
So you embody those qualities of a leader. You listen, you empathize, you act with integrity. You could care less about those truckload of awards and recognitions. You'd prefer to sit in the audience rather than be here. Sure. We know that.
Yeah.
And so that you've demonstrated that well. And so the credit belongs to you, the man who jumped in the arena. And so once again, congratulations on all your accomplishments. Thank you for your continued dedication to make Tomball a better place for everyone. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We can, of course, move in the same order. Tina?
I just want to say it's been an honor serving with you, Lee, and thank you so much for your kind words. And I know God's looking down and saying, good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good and faithful servant.
Thank you.
First of all, I didn't realize that being a board trustee could be genetic, but it appears to be. One thing that Lee always puts forward, and that's his faith. He's always been our throwdown chaplain, and he's kept us in line. So I appreciate that. He's always been dedicated to the children of the district. He's willing to listen. He comes up, he thinks outside the box sometimes, but he asks questions and he learns from all the things that he hears. And so he was a great board member, and I truly enjoyed serving with him and with Justin and with Matt. Matt's kind of left early, but good stuff. So
Thank you.
I wish you well, and thank you for your service.
Thank you. You bet.
Justin, you have anything at this time?
I'll just mention you're on record saying that you're going to buy. Did everybody hear him say he's going to buy? Is that what I heard? Okay.
I'm buying.
Thank you. Now it's on.
I'm buying.
Now
It's on record.
This
You bet.
meeting's being recorded in accordance with Government Code 956625. No, Lee, I'll miss your friendship dearly. We've spent a lot of good time together, had a lot of good laughs together, showed a lot of passion together, right? A lot of energy together about things that we both care so deeply about. So I truly admire you as a man and as a family member and as a board member. As a business owner, not so much with the insurance rates, but if you can work on that, that would be helpful. But I will miss you, my friend, but look forward to seeing you around.
You too.
Thank you.
You too.
All right, buddy, well,
All right, John.
you know, I've said this before, I think it was last month, but your passion is what comes across, and just, you know, your joy, and Michael said it as being infectious, right? So that's a wonderful quality to have. We've also been intense on other things as well, but that's what it's all about, being up here, is having those discussions and coming to a consensus. So I appreciate you, appreciate your time on the board, appreciate your and Jenny's commitment and contributions to the district, and your future, both of y'all's future contributions here. So, but like Mark, I didn't realize it was genetic. So,
Right, there you
I mean, Matt had his grandfather on the board, but wow, you've got a chain that can't be broken. Thank goodness you have 4 girls. At least one of them's got to be a trustee, huh?
That's right.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Lee. Appreciate you, buddy.
Appreciate that.
So, previously, Mr. Shield, he had resigned from the board and had an opportunity last month to make some comments. So Matt's not up here right now, but at this time, we are going to ask the departing trustees, those that are on the dais, will step down, and Matt to come up and receive a token of appreciation and take some photos with their family. So if their families can be ready to as well. And the rest of the board, if you'll come down on the dais as well, and we'll shake hands with after they receive their token of appreciation. Okay, thank you again for our outgoing board members. And at this time, we're going to proceed on to the swearing-in ceremony with Judge Lincoln. Goodwin, you are here. So Judge Goodwin will be presiding over the swearing-in. We will swear in the new trustees by position. So I believe that's Amanda Bass is first. And Amanda, where are you? There you are. So Lincoln, if you'll come on up. Amanda, you can come up if you want your family with you at this time to be around you while you're sworn in. That's great. And we'll do them one at a time.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Merry Christmas. Whoa, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Lincoln.
I'll say it, right? Yeah. Well, what a great night. What a great night to honor our outgoing trustees and welcome our new trustees. Judge Lincoln, I want to thank each of our folks who have served tirelessly. Matt, Justin, Lee, thank you for all your service to Tomball ISD, our community, our kids, and our families. And by the way, Lee, you and Michael Pratt, where are you? Y'all took 4 hours on a small carburetor together. Don't call me, man, for your lawnmower carburetor, right? I'm going to tell you, go buy a new lawnmower. Go buy a new lawnmower. You thought you wanted to spend a lot of money. No, I think we were in good shape here at Tomball, right? Well, Amanda, are you ready? Congratulations. Well, let's do this. You want your family to come stand right up here with you? Well. I'll give her the open. Yeah, you can hear my big loud mouth. Well, I will now administer the oath of office. Ms. Bass, will you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? Sure I need this? All right. In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas,
In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas,
I, Amanda Bass,
I, Amanda Bass,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office
that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office
of Tomball ISD,
of Tomball ISD,
School Trustee, Position 5
School Trustee, Position 5
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution
and laws of the United States and of this state.
and laws of the United States and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Amanda Bass.
All your friends.
Yeah, have your friends come up. Lee brought 18 people.
Okay, sorry.
Congratulations again.
All right, congratulations. Amanda, you can go ahead and make your way up here to the dais, or at least on the side. All right, so our next position will be Jennifer Kratke. Jennifer, you can come on up with whoever you want to be up here with you during the swearing in.
How about the saxophone and trombone ensemble? Was that special or what? That's great, yeah. I am now convinced that I need a saxophone and trombone ensemble in court to start the proceedings over there, right? Yes. You might not enjoy the result of your day, but you will have enjoyed the music, right? Well, congratulations. All right, Jennifer, you ready? Ms. Kratke, if you will please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jennifer Kratke,
I, Jennifer Kratke,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office
that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office
of Tomball ISD School Trustee, Position 6,
Tomball ISD School Trustee, Position 6,
of the office, of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Jennifer.
All right, congratulations, Jennifer, and you can go ahead and come on up, Jennifer, and you can come to either wing. We're trying to stay out of photographs. That's why we're not sitting in our seats. All right, Judge, your next contestant, Mr. Coco White.
Congratulations, Coco. Absolutely. Well, when I first met Coco, he was in a different kind of uniform, right? Keeping us safe. Thank you for your service, keeping us all and our families safe in Tomball, and for the new service that you're about to embark on. Well done, my friend. Well, do you have some family members that want to come up and stand right? We want to put you right in the middle. You know, these lovely ladies. Come on up here. Back over here, we'll get you all right in the picture. All right, so each one of these is different each time I do it, so bear with me. Are you ready, Coco? Mr. White, if you will raise your right hand and please repeat the following oath. I, Coco White,
I, Coco White,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of Tomball ISD School Trustee, Position 7, of the state of Texas, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state. So help me God. Congratulations, board members. McLeod, you've been outdone. I don't know where you are. Hey guys, move it a little bit so they can see. Hi. Back to the center, right here. I'll sit.
Okay, congratulations to the incoming board members. Judge Goodwin is going to be having them finish executing their oath of office. Once they do that, they will be joining us up here on the dais. Thank you, Mr. and Ms. Shield.
So the fine arts kids had something, they had a mess that, remember, they gave us the gifts. While they're doing that, do you mind if they say something?
No, not at all.
Okay. If we could have Paulette Tomlinson, as we're completing the signatures, come up and please share a few words about the gifts that were received.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to make sure you knew, outgoing board and cabinet, there was a gift left on your chair, and that is from our visual arts students. That is a very tiny memento from the Tassa Tasby art show and production that you can take with you. We wanted to thank you for your support during that presentation and for your support of fine arts in general. And then I did want to take a moment and recognize the 4 of the students who led that art show. They spent 5 hours, I think, setting it up when we got to San Antonio, and their teachers. So if you'll just stand when I call your name, students. Jen Luza, Abby Baden, Faye Woodgate, and Arabella Casey, and then their teachers, Freddie Holman and Michelle Salerno. We'd like to give them a round of applause. So, again, thank you so much for all of your support all the time, Fine Arts, for Fine Arts, outgoing board and new board. We are so excited to have you join our awesome family. Thank you.
Thank you so much to all of you, our staff and our students. The artwork was fantastic, and it has now traveled throughout the state.
Love y'all shirts, too. All right. Yeah, all I'm going to say is, Judge Goodwin, thank you very much for being with us tonight, and please, we appreciate you. Always a pleasure to have you in the house, my friend. So thank you again. Okay, so with that, we're going to move into reorganizing the board. And then after we reorganize the board, we will adjourn this meeting and then move into our workshop meeting. So as some people are leaving right now, if you want to, feel free to take this time to go ahead and you can exit as we prepare to reorganize the board. We will now proceed with the reorganization of the board. The election of officers for the 24-25 Tomball ISD Board of Trustees shall begin. In accordance with Texas Education Code 11.061C and Board Policy BDAA Local, nominations shall be accepted for the position of President, Vice President, Secretary, and Assistant Secretary. The offices will be elected in that order. I will serve as the presiding officer until a new president is elected. At that time, the new president will preside over the election of the remaining positions. Once each office is announced and the floor is open for nominations, any board member may place a name in nomination. No second is required. After determining that no further names are to be placed in nomination, the presiding officer will declare the nominations closed. Each nominee will then be voted upon in the order the names were placed in nomination. All in favor will be asked to signify by raising their hand. If a majority of those present and voting is achieved, no further votes for the office shall be taken. If no majority is achieved, the next name placed in nomination shall be voted upon, and so on until the office is filled. Before we begin, are there any questions regarding the process? Okay. We'll now move into nomination and election of the school board president. The floor is now open for the office of president of the Board of Trustees.
President McStravick, I'd like to nominate Dr. Michael Pratt for president.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? If not, nominations are closed. All in favor of electing Dr. Michael Pratt as president of the Board of Trustees, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion carries unanimously. Congratulations. President Dr. Pratt, will you please proceed with the election of the vice president?
Bye, neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Hello.
I know that.
So we don't have a red light.
No, it's a green light, Michael.
Yeah, got it.
And you may want to remind, or actually help the two new
Yeah.
trustees understand how the
Okay.
mics work.
So the push button should signal a red light. And so Jennifer, the mic is to your left, Coco to your left, Mark to your left. And then for those that change.
Yeah, you got it, Jennifer.
You got it, okay.
It's right underneath.
Yeah,
there.
test
Can
it
you
out.
see it? It's just barely, yeah, it's off now.
Be a little persnickety.
You have to kind of look at it.
There you go.
Okay, moving forward in our agenda, the floor is now open for a nomination for the election of the school board vice president.
Mr. President, I nominate Mark Lewandowski for vice president.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, the nominations are closed. All in favor of Mr. Mark Lewandowski as school board vice president, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion carries unanimously. Moving to the next officer position. The floor is now open for the office of the Secretary of the Board of Trustees. Are there any nominations?
Mr. President, I nominate John McStravick for secretary.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, the nominations are closed. All in favor to elect John McStravick as school board secretary, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion carries unanimously. Okay. Moving forward to the next officer position, the assistant secretary role. The floor is now open for the office of the assistant secretary of the Board of Trustees. Are there any nominations?
Mr. President, I nominate Ms. Tina Salem as assistant secretary for the board.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, the nominations are closed. All in favor of electing Ms. Tina Salem as school board assistant secretary, please signify by raising your right hand. Thank you. That motion carries unanimously. Ms. Tina Salem is now elected assistant secretary. So this concludes our election of officers. At this time, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Mr. McStravick, seconded by Ms. Salem. All those in favor? Motion carries unanimously. This special meeting is now adjourned at 6:49.